What's up, guys? Thanks so much for tuning in to another special episode of the Brandon J. Show. I'm here with the amazing, gifted, and talented actor from The Oval. Y'all seen him in several projects, Mr. Javon Johnson. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So what's going on? What you got going on today?
Oh, man, everything.
Yeah.
And we're into a fresh, new season of the show, of The Oval.
Yes,
so
y'all killing it.
That's off to a great start.
Absolutely.
So that's always bringing the drama.
Okay.
But,
Definitely.
But outside of that, I do a lot of other things in terms of I'm a content creator, I'm a writer, producer, director. I'm also an educator, so I teach actors, I teach writers.
That's awesome.
So I'm constantly wearing one of those hats, a couple of those hats at the same time, all the time.
What's the name of your acting class, acting school?
Well, I have a school in South Carolina called Barefruit Conservatory.
Okay.
That's a South Carolina partnership with Wofford University right now. And I teach independent class, Javon Johnson Studios here in Atlanta.
Yes.
Every week as well.
Yes. Give that website or how they can register.
The website for Barefruit Conservatory is bareFruitSC.com, and that's BEAR. And in terms to, you have to go to my IG to get information about the class here in Atlanta. And that's I am Javon Johnson, and there's post information about how to register for the acting class here in Atlanta. And also teach a 6-month screenwriters class virtually.
Okay.
So if you're interested in that, also DM me on Instagram, and I can get you information on how to register for that as well.
Okay, I think that's very important for actors. It's great to have the gift, but you need the teaching behind it. You can't just say, "Hey, I want to be an actor" with no type of training.
Well, here's the thing, man. I'm real about this industry, right? So there's room for everybody, right?
Yes.
There's room for those people who wake up. You was a gas station attendant last week, and all of a sudden you on TV.
Right.
That happens, right? But that's kind of the lottery. Do you want to play the lottery with your life, or do you want to invest and give yourself a shot to have a career, right? So the investment part is investing in your development of your gifts that you've been given, which is the training part, which most of us don't want to take that time to do.
True.
We say pay for acting class. They say, why should I pay for acting class? I got talent. Well, yeah, you may have talent.
Right.
But do you have craft? Do you have knowledge of the industry? Do you know how to prepare yourself to really pursue a career and for longevity?
Right.
That's a different type of journey.
True.
And so it's just about what you want, because there's a little bit for everybody. If you want to just go out here and gamble, you might hit. People hit, they hit these scratch-offs.
Right. It just depends.
You know what I mean? But I lean more on the side of, being in purpose, being in planning, being in preparation.
Yes.
Because I can lean on that more than just, I don't know, is this the right? I done spent $50.
We have to be intentional and purposeful.
Yeah.
So I keep hearing that intentional and purposeful. I keep hearing that. So I know that's confirmation from God that I'm on the right track.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So congratulations on the Oval. I mean, I definitely got to catch up. I'm on the last season halfway. Well, not even on the new season. I got to catch up from the last season. I think I have like 7 episodes left to watch, but I'm going to watch it.
Okay, cool.
Because I watch so many shows, but I'm going to definitely watch it. Yeah. I'm so proud of you. I mean, you're really killing it and doing your thing. How did it feel when you got the call from Tyler Perry to do that? Like, how was that feeling?
I'm not a morning person.
Me either.
So this is how the call happened, right? This is crazy. I auditioned I wasn't going to audition because it was a butler role, so that wasn't.
Yeah.
When I was trying to get away from playing so many pastors because I got kind of everybody started knowing me as a pastor in shows and movies, and they thought I was a real pastor. Yeah. And I said, I'm gonna get away from those roles. And then the butler came along, and I was like, oh, from a pastor to a butler, wasn't much of a stretch, And I was like, well, but then I went in anyway, auditioned on a Friday night.
Okay.
Saturday morning, my phone rings, and my morning is my 8 a.m. is 12 p.m. So it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's an Atlanta number. I didn't answer it, but then I let it go to voicemail, and then I went back to sleep, and then I thought, wait a minute, I'm in production for a movie in Atlanta. I said, could be from production calling.
Right.
So I went to check the message. The message said, hey, this is Tyler Perry trying to reach you. Give me a call. I have worked with Tyler over the 10 years, sporadically, smaller parts.
Right.
Tyler's never called my cell phone.
It's always a production team.
Right. It's like he's never called my cell phone. So I was like, wait a minute. This is Tyler Perry. I'm still half asleep, right? Somebody.
Right, you knocked out.
I'm like, but Tyler Perry didn't call my cell phone. Whatever. I totally forgot about the audition the night before.
Yeah.
Because one of the things I teach my students is to let go immediately.
Yes, that's good.
Don't hold on to these auditions. And I literally forget about my auditions as soon as they're over. So I didn't even think about the audition. Wow. And so I said, wait a minute, Tyler Perry, sound like him. I said, let's see who's playing the joke on me. I said, let me call back.
Right.
So I called back. Hey, it's Tyler Perry. I was like, Tyler Perry, just call my cell phone. That's crazy. Gives me this whole conversation. We talked he talked for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
About the Oval, about the Butler, and he was telling me about the Butler is more than just a Butler, and all these things. And then, so we had this long conversation, and at the end of the conversation, I still didn't know what the call was because he didn't say you got the part.
Right.
He just said, we'll hear from him soon. I'm thinking, well, did I get it?
Right.
I just had a whole conversation with
what's
Tyler.
going on?
But it took a while after that to really finalize things. But that's the call I got.
That's a
from
blessing.
And
that's a blessing.
I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. To have him call.
Absolutely.
Directly.
So how is it working with the different cast members?
Oh, it's great, man. The cast is, at TPS, man, it's such a wonderful family atmosphere.
Yes.
I always say when I look at that situation, I say you're only as good as your leader.
Yep.
And Tyler, he sets the temperature.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows that, hey, this is the way I conduct myself here. Because there's so much happening so fast.
Yes.
That there's no time.
Because I heard that he films very quickly. Like he'll do a whole season in 5 days.
Man, yeah, listen. It's almost amazing. It's not almost amazing. It's actually amazing, man. You look at Tyler and you say, how does he do all the things he's done?
Wow.
You can't even fathom sometimes what he's accomplished and how he's done.
Absolutely.
And then when you put yourself in the mix, I know after the first season of shooting Oval, after it was over, it was like, did it happen?
Right.
Because it happened so fast.
Quickly.
And you're just not used to working that way.
Right.
That I tell people all the time. The first season, I was just holding on for the ride.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know.
Is it hard for you to remember all those lines in such a short amount of time?
It's challenging, But if you've been, again, that craft work, that preparation work, because if you wake up and say I'm gonna be an actor, and then you get hired at Tyler Perry, and you get say you get a series regular on Tyler Perry, and then you I got to do what?
Right.
You give them one script and they say, I got to memorize all this, but now you get 22 scripts at one time.
Wow.
You got to be ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's a lot. It's a lot. You got to really commit yourself and be prepared and be
live
confident.
in that moment.
Live in it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Become the Butler. So did you find yourself at home still in character after you film and you're like, oh, I need to go back to Javon?
No, man. I don't carry it home, man, because part of that is maintaining your space of sanity in your mind, right? Because if you hold on to stuff too long, you got to mentally breathe, man. You got to be able to, sit on the back porch and just listen to the hummingbirds and feel the breeze. You know what I'm saying? Let your mind go, right? Just to re-up.
Right.
For the work you have to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because if you just keep that stuff on you all the time, I don't think it's necessarily mentally healthy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So I just over time, man. We're in the fourth season right now. Over time, still evolving into Richard Halson, the Butler. Still finding ways to find him.
Season 4.
Yeah, we're in season 4 now. So
the
work doesn't stop. You know what I mean? There's always exploration, always growth.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So what's the next for you? Are you currently working on any other films or projects?
Yeah, more in the producing end. I have some independent films that we're about to go into pre-production with. There's about 2 or 3 features and maybe some shorts in there.
Okay.
So to really push the production and the producer end of filmmaking as well as directing film as well. Touring plays. Got a play called Sanctified right now.
Sanctified, I like that. How did you come up with that title?
Man, titles come to me. So the play birthed the title itself, but it was inspired by my small church in Anderson, South Carolina. So we got a lot of interesting dynamics and personalities in my small church. So I wanted to write something that dealt with some of the politics of that. It's a gospel musical comedy. So it's hilarious.
I love that. When is that gonna come out?
Our next show is December the 3rd in Anderson, South Carolina. And then we have a show December the 17th in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
And then,
congratulations. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
I love stage plays.
Yeah. So we're touring that show. Next year we'll be adding more dates as well as the second show. So 2 shows out there.
Awesome.
The second show is called When Love Calls. So look for this show, and you can check my IG for all the updates.
Yeah, and I'll post it on my story when you're having dates and selling tickets and stuff like that. Definitely. Yeah. I'm so proud of you. You're really doing it.
Thanks. Got a lot, man. A lot going on. Stay busy.
Yes, sir. So what would you say to someone who wants to get into the acting business or who dreams about it, who thinks about it, who prays about it, what inspirational words could you give to them to help them?
Kind of what I said earlier in terms of, the first thing I'll say is this, like I say, it's an industry. Let me be real about it. You know, it is what it is. If you want to play the lottery, play the lottery. You might hit, if you can afford to. You know what I'm saying? Some people can afford to lose $20 a week on scratch offs.
Right.
Trying to win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to go in the hole.
No.
Gambling with
God gives us wisdom. I mean,
absolutely.
we have to.
Absolutely. So the first thing I say to people is know what you really want. Know what you're really going for. It's a big industry. There's a lot of opportunities for everybody, right? So everything you see is not coming easy, right? You think, oh wow, I can just do that. I can do that. Well, that's not the reality. That's the fantasy part.
Yeah.
You go on social media, you see everybody posting, I booked it, and you say, oh man, they working. But then if you really do some research, they book the background role or a day player role or small parts, but they make it look big.
Absolutely.
So the illusion of that makes you feel like I can just go out here and do it because I know I'm more talented than that person. They booking. Right. Yeah, but what are they really booking? What are they really accomplishing? You got to really see what's the reality of that.
That is so true.
So you really have to know what you want. What is your goal? Start with the goal first, right? And there's nothing to judge your goal because your goal might be I just want to just be on somebody's TV show or somebody's independent film project. That's your goal. Respectfully, go for it. But once you set your goal, then set your plan of action. Then educate yourself. Then know what kind of work you got to put in for that particular thing you want. And depending on your goal, that will dictate how much work you got to put in, how much education you got to pursue and get knowledge about how to get from point A to point B.
Yes, absolutely. So I want you to give your Instagram and Facebook and let people know how they can keep up with you.
Yeah, absolutely. All of my social media handles are I am Javon Johnson. It's Javon. I know a lot of people spell Javon, black folks.
Yeah, I actually have a cousin. I have a cousin named Javon, and it's spelled exactly the same way.
Spelled that way?
So I can easily remember that.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you want to promote on the Brandon J Show?
No, man. I think I got it all out.
Okay.
Just be on the lookout for things that are coming.
Yes.
So make sure you follow my pages because I announce everything there.
Yes.
So yeah. Good.
Well, the Sanctified stage play.
Yep.
That's December 3rd and December 10th.
December 17th.
December 17th. Y'all look out for that. Keep doing your thing. I'm so honored to have you on my show. Thank you so much for being a part of the Brandon J Show. Continue blessings and favor over your life and over your family.
Thank you.
And yes, I hope to work with you again soon.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, real quick. You told me earlier you're a singer. Have these people heard you sing?
They've heard me.
Oh, okay.
You wanted me to sing?
I want just on my interview. Can you sing something?
Okay.
Sing us out of this interview.
Okay.
All right.
Let me see. Tragedies are commonplace. All kinds of diseases. People are slipping away. The economy's down. People don't get enough pay. But as for me, all I can say is thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me.
That's it, everybody. Thanks for joining the Brandon J Show. That's what we do. We kick it off live.
You crazy. Thank y'all. Peace.